So you're fresh out of college, safety certification in hand, ready to conquer the world one hazard at a time. You've spent countless hours studying, passing exams, and now you're eager to put all that knowledge to use. That's great. Passion is key in this line of work. Your enthusiasm can be infectious, inspiring those around you to take safety seriously. Nothing beats that fire in your belly to make a real difference. It's what drives you to wake up early, stay late, and go the extra mile to ensure everyone goes home safe. But let me tell you, transitioning from the classroom to a real job site, that's a whole different ballgame. The theories and principles you learned are just the beginning. It's like stepping onto a factory floor for the first time. The air thick with the smell of metal and machinery humming. The environment is alive, constantly changing and full of potential hazards. Or finding yourself 20 stories up, wind whipping around you as you inspect the safety harnesses of a workers. The stakes are high, and the margin for error is slim. Textbooks can teach you a lot, no doubt. They provide the foundation, the essential knowledge you need to start. But nothing quite prepares you for the sights, sounds, and even smells of a real-world workplace. The noise, the activity, the sheer scale of operations can be overwhelming at first. That's where the real learning begins. On site, you start to understand the nuances, the little details that make a big difference in safety. Remember, you're not just dealing with hazards in a textbook anymore. You're dealing with people. Real people with real lives, families and stories. People who have their own ways of doing things, their own experiences, and sometimes their own resistance to change. Don't get discouraged. It's all part of the process. This is where the real challenge and the real reward of being a safety professional lies. When you see a team come together, when you witness the positive impact of your efforts, that's when you know all the hard work is worth it. So keep pushing, keep learning, and never lose that passion. Look, I'm a big fan of education. Knowledge is power, right? It's the foundation upon which we build our skills and understanding. But there's more to it than just hitting the books. But here's the thing about safety. It's not just about memorizing regulations. It's about understanding people. It's about connecting with the human element behind every rule and guideline. It's about knowing how work actually gets done, the shortcuts, the pressures, the unspoken rules that exist on every job site. These are the realities that textbooks often miss. In a classroom, hazards are often presented in a neat and tidy way. Diagrams and charts make everything look so straightforward, but in the real world, they're messy, unpredictable, and constantly evolving. A machine malfunctioning, a sudden weather change, or even a worker having a bad day, these can all create hazards you never saw coming. These real-world scenarios are what we need to prepare for. It's not just about knowing the hazards, but anticipating them and being ready to respond. That's why you've got to get your boots dirty, literally and figuratively. You need to immerse yourself in the environment where the work happens. Talk to the workers on the ground, engage with them, understand their daily routines and the challenges they face. The guys and gals who are elbow deep in the work day in and day out, they have a wealth of knowledge and experience that you can't find in any manual. They know the risks better than anyone. Listen to their concerns, understand their perspectives. Their insights can be invaluable in creating a safer work environment. You might be surprised by what you learn. Sometimes the best solutions come from those who are directly involved in the work. So keep an open mind and always be ready to learn from others. Here's the thing about hazards. They rarely stay put. They are constantly evolving, shifting and adapting to the changes in the environment. A workplace is a dynamic environment. Things change fast. New tasks are assigned and priorities shift, making it a challenge to keep up with potential dangers. New equipment arrives, processes get tweaked, even the weather can throw you a curveball. Each of these changes can introduce new hazards or exacerbate existing ones. Imagine this. You're on a construction site. You've done your initial hazard assessment, everything seems in order, but the situation is fluid. But then a delivery truck arrives, blocking a fire exit. This unexpected event can create a significant safety risk that wasn't there before. Or a sudden downpour turns the ground into a mud pit, increasing the risk of slips and falls. Weather conditions can change rapidly, and with them, the safety landscape. That's why you can't just do a hazard assessment once and call it a day. Continuous monitoring is essential. You need to be constantly vigilant, always scanning the environment for potential dangers. Regular checks and updates to your safety protocols are crucial. And remember, hazards aren't always obvious. They can be hidden in plain sight, waiting to cause harm. Sometimes the biggest risks are the ones that creep up on you. The slow buildup of dust, the repetitive strain of a certain task, the gradual erosion of safety procedures over time. These subtle changes can lead to significant dangers if not addressed promptly. Therefore, it's vital to foster a culture of safety where everyone is encouraged to report potential hazards and take proactive steps to mitigate risks. By staying alert and responsive, we can ensure a safer working environment for all. Finding the balance, safety, speed, and the bottom line. Let's be real. Every workplace is under pressure to get the job done quickly and efficiently. And yes, safety is paramount, but it can't come at the cost of productivity. Your job is to find that sweet spot, where workers are safe and work gets done. Think of it like this. You wouldn't tell a firefighter to wear a suit of armor into a burning building, right? It's about finding the right level of protection for the task at hand. This means understanding the work process, identifying bottlenecks, and finding practical solutions that don't compromise safety. Maybe it's suggesting a different tool, modifying a workstation, or implementing a new safety procedure that's actually easier and faster than the old way of doing things. Cracking the code safety and the human factor. Here's a little secret, the most important part of safety. It's not the equipment, the regulations, or even the hazard assessments. It's the people, their attitudes, their beliefs, their behaviors. That's what makes or breaks a safety culture. You can have the most comprehensive safety program in the world, but if the workers don't buy into it, it's not worth the paper it's printed on. That's why it's crucial to understand the dynamics of the workplace. What are the prevailing attitudes towards safety? What motivates people to work safely or not? Are there any underlying cultural factors that might be influencing behavior? Remember, safety is not about policing people, it's about empowering them. It's about creating a culture where everyone feels responsible for their own safety and the safety of those around them. As we look towards the future, the landscape of workplace safety continues to evolve. Emerging technologies like AI, IoT, and wearable devices are revolutionizing how we approach safety management. These innovations are not just about gadgets, they are about creating smarter, safer environments, where risks are minimized and responses are swift. Imagine a world where AI-driven systems can predict potential hazards before they even occur, or where wearable devices can monitor a worker's vitals in real time, ensuring they are always in optimal condition. The fusion of human insight and technological advancement is paving the way for a new era in safety. But remember, technology is just a tool. The heart of safety will always be the people. As we embrace these new technologies, we must also continue to foster a culture of safety where everyone is vigilant, informed, and empowered. Thanks for watching. Remember, safety starts with you. HSE-RM Solutions, your partner in safety. We love to hear from you. Remember, ask questions, stay connected, and be safe.